Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. We are back for our sixth and final match of the night. If you are still with us, a big hats off to you sticking with us through this whole thing. We really appreciate the support. We're going to try and get to this matchup as quickly as we possibly can, as we are going to enter the Titan League. All the way to the tippy top. You know, I love to see these players pop off. Your boy Psychonautic in the booth, ready to bring that action straight to you. And I am joined by the man of the hour around here in the booth. Gallium, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. And for all of you who are wondering, yes, I am under my bed at the moment.
Oh yeah, Gremlin Gallium. I forgot about that. We got Gremlin Gallium with us, ladies and gentlemen. However, we got Nebula and Blizzard in the Titan League, the number 9 and number 10 seed. Big implications here tonight, Gallium, as it's been pretty much all night. It's the same with this match. One is going to move on to the next round of the finals for the Titan League play-ins, and one team is going to go home, and the team that wins will be moving on to face Venganza, as they unfortunately had to take a forfeit loss against Vanguard on Monday. Vanguard securing their spot in the playoffs against Pinnacle. So Venganza's waiting in the third play-in match to face off against the winner of this match. And so, Gallium, there's a lot on the line here.
You know, and whoever Venganza goes up against, they're going to have a challenge, because both of these teams are absolutely incredible. For Nebula, on their side of the pitch, they obviously have Guh. Dude is absolutely cracked. If you watch Titan League at all, you know who Guh is. In my opinion, undoubtedly the best player in Titan League, besides Arrow. So, you know, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge indeed. And, you know, we'll see what these two teams can bring to the table. And before you ask, I will give a little bit of a rundown of both these teams. So Nebula, they have Guh, Ashes, Zap, and Speed, and Blizzard has Tox, Zenith, Zinvez, and Arculus. So it's going to be one heck of a matchup here.
Yeah, Tox, Zenith, and Zinvez. Tox and Zinvez, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, are from last season's roster, which was the champion roster. They rounded it off with Mad Max. But Blizzard actually got the three-peat. I believe the only team in Nemesis history to get the three-peat is Blizzard. So they are the defending champions at this point. Looking to go up against this Nebula roster. Blizzard not having a great run this season, but certainly not doing terribly. They made it to the play-ins. There are several teams that didn't make it through. But on the other side, in Nebula, yeah, you already kind of went over him. Guh, which 2000 Guh, he is arguably one of the best players here in the Nemesis League, known to pop off, known to put his team on his back. But unfortunately, Guh's waiting for his third player right now. So,
yeah, I wonder who it is.
Wait, who is it? Do you know who it is?
It's either wouldn't it
Oh,
either
Zap. He's in here now.
Zap? Yeah, there he
All right.
is.
Well, we got the players here, Gallium. Let's hear a caster prediction from you. Who you got taking this, Nebula or Blizzard?
Listen, if there's one thing I've learned, Blizzard is kind of like Tom Brady, right? You never vote against Tom Brady in the playoffs, and I'm not going to do any differently with Blizzard. I'm having them sweep Nebula 3-0.
Holy moly, that is a tall order right there, but we'll see if Blizzard is able to get it done. Tox down to Zenith in the corner. Zap gonna send that one away from Nebula's net. And we got Zen Beast. Puts it out to the mid. Guz there. Tox as well. Gonna 50 in front of Nebula's net. Zenith putting it back down. Zenvez is in front, is there for the shot, but his shot's gonna bounce off the post. Zap trying to get it out of Nebula's half. Zenith keeping the pressure alive for Blizzard. And wow, Gallium, the first 30 seconds of this game, Blizzard is living up to what it looking like it's going to be a correct prediction from you if they keep playing like this.
I mean, they're just everywhere. As soon as I see a Nebula player going up, there is sure to be a Blizzard player following close behind. It's just whether or not they can capitalize. And, you know, Nebula on the other end having God do most of the work for him.
Yeah, and looked like to me their third man was just Blizzard's third man was just pushed a little bit too far up, and then he got bumped by a rotating Nebula player, so completely put him out of the play, leaving that net wide open. And Guh's gonna hit those 100% of the time, as Guh is gonna get a beautiful double tap off the backboard.
Absolutely massive play coming out from Guh. You see him go up with the ball, and he just is going to put it in your net every single time he has the ball. What an amazing player in the Titan League.
That's straight on, God. You cannot give that man any space. He is going to destroy you, as we just saw. Zenith giving a clap back, but Guh making it back just in time, saving it on the goal line, picking up his savior medal already with just barely a minute gone from this game, and he's already got 2 goals and 3 saves to his name. Man, absolutely putting this Nebula roster on his back in game number 1 so far and doing the most. And as time ticks down, Guh with the ball off the backboard trying to get the double, but Tox gonna hit it away from him. Ashes with the shot. Zenith makes the stop. The ball is popped up in the mid. Zap with the touch, sending it back to Ashes out of the corner. Ashes to follow. Ashes still on it past the midline. Tox takes it away out of the Blizzard half. He tries it. He gets it past the midline, but immediately has to turn it to the mid. Zembeast is there off the sidewall to Tox again. Can't get it through Nebula's defense. We get closer and closer to the halfway point of game number 1 here. Not looking so good for your prediction anymore. Zap comes in with the 3rd goal for Nebula.
You know, I've been around Titan League probably, honestly, more than Prospect League this season. I really like what's going on in the Titan League, and if you ask anybody who Nebula has on their roster, it's Guh and nobody else. But everybody forgets about the other 2 players on this Nebula team. They obviously have Ashes and Zap, who Zap making a huge difference here, getting that goal. And, you know, I'm really looking forward for Ashes and Zap to prove everybody who thinks Guh's the only one who could score on this roster wrong.
Yeah, that is very true. Guh's definitely not the only one, though he may be the one that does most of the scoring. Definitely not the only one. All 6 of these players in Titan players ranging from about 1,800 up to 2,000 plus. So all these guys are deadly in their own rights. But Guh trying to get it through the defense. Zenith's going to hold strong. Zenith yet again sending it out to the mid. Zembeast is there with a huge touch in the midfield, getting a little momentum going back for Blizzard.
That is one incredible goal going out for Zembeast, and he's going to get an absolute dime from Zenith, 2 Z names, and I'm going to get that confused all night, Psycho. I apologize.
Oh, no, it's all good. Yeah, Zenith and Zenvez, or Zembeast, as he's got his name right now. I think that's a very fitting name for him. Zembeast has been in the league for several seasons now. He's made a lot of waves. He's made a lot of money moves, if you will. He's a pretty big player, and I'm glad to see him here tonight. As he takes a shot, I give him a shout out, and he gets ever closer to equalizing this game against Nebula.
Yeah, honestly, what an amazing shot. And again, it's the two Z's combining on a huge play. Zinbeast putting in the back of the net with a pass from Zenith, a huge play.
And Blizzard's starting to wake up here with 1 minute and 34 seconds left on the clock. Zenith going to get beat out by Ashes. Zenbeast is there off the backboard, trying to get the ball cleared out. Talk's going to get the demo on Guh, but the ball is still in favor of Nebula. Zenith finally going to get it cleared away. Toxic with the shot, and Guh not able to get the squishy save in time. Now we got a tied ball game with a little over a minute left.
Oh my goodness, what a goal coming out from Toxic. Can we talk about that Zenith pass there? Absolute class coming out from this whole Blizzard roster, and they're really coming together, really showing, I think, all the viewers why they've gone back to back to back.
Yeah, they just needed a little bit of time to get the train rolling, but now it's almost looking like it might be unstoppable, as Nebula has not been able to score and hasn't been able to stop them score since like the first minute of the game. But Blizzard feeling much more in control now than they were at the start. This Toxic out of the corner, trying to get a pot shot. Zenbeast puts it over. Zen again going to get the touch, but nobody there, just trying to keep it away from Nebula. Zenith is going to get flicked, but Toxic gets the touch on the ball, as the ball does get cleared away, though. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. We still have a tied ball game, and if these two teams keep going at it like they will, I anticipate we are going to see an OT here in game number 1. Zenith with the flip reset, but can't get a solid shot from it. Toxic is there, and he's going to find the double. You can't give that man space.
Oh my goodness, what a pass and what a shot. Again, it is either one of the Z's just getting that assist, and Tox, honestly, probably one of the most slept on players in this roster, at least in my eyes. Just going to make an incredible shot here, and really looking for him to step up later in the series as this moves forward.
Yeah, I'd love to see the OGs pop off. Toxic being on that Blizzard roster for at least 3 seasons, if not longer. Final seconds winding down here. Blizzard able to make a great comeback from a 3-point deficit, but go with it. He gets the flick and he gets it in. The last second, the final second, Guh comes through.
No.
Gene activates.
What in the world? Guh is out of this world, and it suits the Nebula name, as Guh is just going to take it past not one, but 2 defenders to make this a 4-4 game and take this into overtime. We have content, Psycho.
Content indeed. This series is shaping up to be quite an interesting one, and this is just the first game. We got an OT and a 4-4 scoreline. Zenbeast off his backboard gets the carry. Guh to take it away from him. Zenith takes it from him. Zenith in the midfield gets stopped by Zap, but Tox is going to help it down. Zenith looking for the redirect. It's not going to go. Guh getting demoed by Toxic, and Ash is up in the midfield, gets the aerial touch. Zenbeast puts it around him. Zenith's going to take control. Blizzard on the drive. Zap going to 50. Tox putting it down. Zenith looking for the redirect again. We see Blizzard trying the same play. You can tell that if Nebula lets them keep doing that, Gallium, they're going to find the back of the net off that play.
Yeah, and I feel like Blizzard has just been in Nebula's zone this entire game, and it's really not looking any different as we enter the first minute of this overtime. And honestly, if Blizzard keeps up this pace, they will have one heck of a rest of the series on their hands.
Yes, they certainly will. As we reach 1 minute and 30 seconds on this overtime, we have still nothing too much going on. A lot of back and forth. Blizzard definitely in Nebula's zone a little bit more, but Nebula remaining very strong defensively, keeping them out of the dangerous area in front of their net. As Zenbeast trying to get through. Zap gonna make the stop. Zap with the dunk in the midfield. Zap looking to get past Toxic, gets the bump on Tox, but Ashes can't get it through. And gets dunked by Zenith. Zenith looking to find it, but Ashes gets back in time. Zenbeast gets the touch. Ashes again, and again, still with 2 minutes here, Gallium, we still got a lot of the same thing. Neither of these teams willing to relinquish. Looking for something saucy right there, though.
I mean, when is God not looking for something saucy? Let's just be real. He is an absolute mechanic beast on, and I don't even want to say off the pitch. That doesn't make sense. But dude is just an absolute crazy mechanic machine. I hope to see more of that as we enter the... I'm hoping the last couple minutes of overtime.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be quite good so far. And just game number 1, we've got almost a 3-minute overtime. Zenith gonna get the demo on Zap, and this could be dangerous. Tox is there. He gets the fake on the last defender, and Tox is gonna put it in. Blizzard takes game number 1.
That is gross. That is gross. I don't want to see that on my screen. Cream, can you take that off my screen, please? Thank you. As Tox is gonna get the fake of the century, just putting Blizzard on top. Blizzard taking that game number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge play from Tox right there. Just at the last minute on the goal line, gets the fake, and not able to get back in time. And you know that's got to feel bad for putting up 847 points, outscored everybody in the lobby, but still had to take the L there in game number 1. Gets the hat trick, gets the savior medal, and 50% shooting accuracy, man. That is crazy.
It is absolutely ridiculous what he is just doing. And honestly, besides his teammates aren't doing that badly. Ashes and Zep, Zep had that play earlier where he's just being an absolutely incredibly dominant player when it comes to the shots that he needs to make. But this Blizzard roster is just absolutely taking it to this Nebula roster right now. The ball is just in Nebula zone all the time. So if Nebula wants to win this, I think they need to strengthen up their counterattack.
Yeah, and I mean, all 6 of these players are literally putting up player of the week numbers, at least in that first game. Like, if it continues at this pace, it's going to be insane. It's going to be impossible to predict who's going to come out the victor in this. And I mean, I don't even think we do player of the week in the postseason, but we need to, because holy moly, all 6 of these guys are about to get player of the week. I'm going to just give it to them.
We're going to have to probably contact Rockerman about that one, but, he might get the green light on that, actually. I think all 6 of them are going to be contenders. We had a couple of people play player of the week this week be on the entire roster, so we'll see if that, if there was a hypothetical player of the week, if that would happen, and if that would be the case, this would definitely be the case, as all these teams are just being absolutely dominant.
Absolutely. In the first 30 seconds here of game number 2, not too much happening so far. Looks like these teams are trying to fill each other out a little bit more before they start getting really with it. But we'll have to see here. Zenith gets the flip, maybe didn't get the flip reset, but couldn't follow the ball. Zenbeast is going to clear that out of the Blizzard zone. Zenith is there with the shot. Zap on the goal line, makes a huge save, keeping Blizzard scoreless. Zenbeast taking it down out of the corner, has to fight with Zap. Tox trying to get it past the defense. Zap there again to stop him. Ashes 50 with Zenith. Tuga takes control out of the corner of Nebula. Tox is there, dunks him out, gets the ball pinched all the way across to the other corner. Ashes in the mid looking for but Blizzard gonna knock that one away. And Zenith putting another shot on, and Zap with another save. Zap, Gallium, being the defensive beast so far in this game.
You know, there always is a defensive beast in any game you look at, and Zap is definitely that guy. He is that guy, pal, and I expect him to make even more plays as the series progresses.
Oh, Ashes with the shot, but it's going to bounce off the post there. Nebula with the dropped opportunity to take the lead. Ashes not able to get the touch off the backboard. Guh takes it away from the Blizzard defender, looking to find something, but hits his ball a little bit too low. Zenith going to take possession, and the ball gets cleared back to Nebula's zone. And Tox out of the corner, gets the dunk on Guh, but can't do much else with it. Just kidding. He makes a quick turn and puts it back in front of the net, but Guh was there waiting for the ball. Guh with a huge 50 through Zen Beast in the midfield, but can't beat out the rest of the Blizzard defense. And Guh looking like he's going to take control, gets a shot that goes wide, but he gets a demo as he rotates out. Zap is there. Oh my goodness! I'm not even sure if that was intentional, but that was disgusting.
This is just absolute. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how to analyze this, Psycho. I'm not going to lie to you. Just crazy dunks. I think he bumps one in the air and then dunks another. He's just doing it all himself and really just asserting dominance for this Nebula team.
Really showing, you know, the Nemesis world that Guh's not the only one on this Nebula team that has the ability to pop off and make things happen. I mean, Zap has just been all over the place, being defensive, being offensive, just getting work done for Nebula. And Tox with the shot, but Guh is there to make the stop, or at least keep it from going in front of the net. It looked like the shot was a little bit wide. Zap pops that ball up. Zenith is already to it off of the ceiling, looking for the dunk on Ashes, but he gets it through. Tox in the midfield, takes it away from an advancing Nebula. Zap gets another touch on the ball. I'm not sure if it was an intentional, as he left the ball in the midfield. Tox with a huge shot and puts it behind both of the defenders in net.
That was incredible. It's just, you know, it's just a Tox special. Let's just be honest. I think Tox is just taking this series over for Blizzard, and I wouldn't mind myself, you know, just having Tox absolutely carry me, but you know, you would think he's carrying a whole lot, but honestly, his teammates have just been feeding him and giving him a whole lot of opportunities to cook, and that's not to take away from any of the shots that they put on net.
And there we go again. Blizzard taking the lead away from Nebula. Tox with a huge dunk right there, and Zenith with a beautiful touch passing back to Tox in the mid to put that one past the defense. 1 minute and 17 seconds left on the clock, and Blizzard now up by 1, looking to go up by 2 in the series. If Nebula is not careful, Zap is going to carry that ball, but can't get it through the defense. The ball gets pinched all the way back into Nebula's territory. Tox with another shot that puts it behind Ashes. This man's unstoppable. He slots it past every defender.
Somebody pay this man. He is doing it all. I mean, don't even take away the pass from Zenith. A beautiful pass and a beautiful shot coming out from Tox, and a 3-1 lead looking real pretty for Blizzard.
Real pretty indeed, and I think this is Tox's second hat trick of this series. I believe, if memory serves correct, he got the hat trick in game number 1 as well. And so this man is just having a fantastic night so far. And with 45 seconds left on the clock, Blizzard now up by 3 as Zen Beast comes from the mid, gets the pass from Tox, or I mean, I guess not a pass, it just was an unfortunate pinch.
You know, unfortunate pinch, pass, it doesn't matter. He's still gonna put in work, and Zen Beast, an absolute beast, but you know, let's not take away from the Tox pass and bump, dude. This Blizzard team, let's just be real. Let's settle this down for a second. This Blizzard team, it has come into this series and really just showing everybody why they've gone back to back to back, and almost a shot coming out there, Psycho.
Yes, and not only are they showing people why they've gone back to back to back, they might be showing some of the naysayers, some of the haters, if you will. Oh my, Zap looking to make it happen. Ash is going to come in and clean things up. Might be too little too late though, Galleon. With 17 seconds left, they still got a 2-point deficit.
crazy stuff from Zap. I mean, he almost put it in himself. Unfortunately, it was a pass. Thank goodness Ashes comes and cleans it up. But 17 seconds left. If we were on Forbidden Temple, I would think, this is possible. But since we're not, I'm kind of scratching my head at this one, Psycho.
Yeah, this is looking like we're going to need to put this one behind us and prepare ourselves for one of the toughest reverse sweeps that we have had had to face this season against Blizzard, as they are just past. What is happening? That was amazing. That was like they were up to like what, 5 or 6 point pass.
I'm not. That's, oh my God. I'm not here to ask questions. I don't ask questions. In the Titan League, I'm just sitting back. I know you were a former prospect player, now a novice player. I mean, I'm a prospect player. We don't know what's happening. I mean, let's just be real. This is absolutely crazy coming out from the Titan League, and the things that they do, just crazy. And I know I asked this to Biscuit earlier, and he didn't really have an answer, but do you have like a kind of idea on how many teams have reverse swept in the play-ins, like a ballpark it at least?
Yeah, no, I remember. I think that his ballpark was about right as far as the play-ins go. I think there's been a couple more in play-ins history than there has been in playoffs history, because I think there's only been like 2 in playoffs, but I don't think there's been, maybe between 5 or 10 at the very most for play-in.
Yeah, I would expect a little bit more, and honestly, this could be one of those times. Is Nebula is a very solid team. Not to take away anything from what Blizzard's done, is they've been absolutely incredible. I just think that if Nebula wants to get back into this, I need to see more team play. I need to see them get into Blizzard's zone and really scare them.
Yeah, most definitely. They have to do something. This Nebula team, they're playing well. They're just, it's like once Blizzard gets in that groove, once they find that little sweet spot, there's nothing that anybody can do about it. I mean, they just I don't even really know how to explain it, to be honest with you. Maybe it's because, like you said, I'm a lower level player, so sometimes I see this stuff and it doesn't process in my brain. I'm like, what are these guys doing? And then amazing things happen. But I mean, Nebula, they definitely gotta shut down Tox. Like, they have to. They cannot allow that man to take control of the ball.
I think that is honestly going to be the case here. I think you got to stop letting Tox cook you up a little bit. But even if Tox is not cooking, there's still 2 other people in the kitchen. And honestly, it's just this whole thing. It's just Blizzard really taking it to Nebula. And at times, I'm kind of wondering, how is this happening? But then you have to think they're winning all these midfield battles. They're really taking it to them, and it's just looking like a hullabaloo out there for this Blizzard team.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. And ladies and gentlemen, excuse us. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. I think our lobby collapsed, but it looks like we finally got everybody back in here. We are ready to start game number 3, this best of 5 series. Blizzard is up by 2. They are sitting at match point. Only need to take home get one more W to take home the series and move forward. To play on Saturday against Venganza. And, unfortunately for Nebula, they'll be going home. But Nebula looking to start the reverse sweep go with a huge shot, but Zenbeast was there. Ashes is going to take advantage of Blizzard not being in the best of positions.
I mean, regardless of positioning or not, Ashes is an absolutely incredible shot, turning his car and just dunking out both of them, going low. And this is exactly what we needed to see. We needed to see the Gus 2 teammates, Ashes and Zap, really step up here.
Oh, and Zenith with a flick that almost is turned into a conversion, but Nebula able to stave that off as Ashes gets past one with it looked like an unintentional fake. Zenbeast, oh my goodness! Zen is in Nebula's half. I don't know why, but what a pass.
Okay, Cream, so this is I'm just going to need you to take everything off my screen at this point. I mean, I just don't, this whole game, just been ridiculousness everywhere. And that is no exception. Sorry, words are hard. Zenith, what a shot. And just, I think this whole Blizzard roster is really primed to take down this Nebula team. And honestly, Psycho, I don't want to say that Nebula isn't going to win this, but even though it's tied, it's still looking pretty dire for them.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It is, in fact, looking even more dire now as Tox and Zenbeast come just swanging through. They don't care. They're not going to be stopped.
Yeah, my goodness, dude. It's just so many goals coming out from Blizzard. Zenbeast gonna put that one away, and honestly, this 2-1 lead is more crucial than I think Nebula realizes at this point. I know there's a lot of time on the clock, but Blizzard is definitely gonna protect that lead with everything they have.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They're looking to get the sweep on this Nebula roster. And Nebula not showing signs of giving up. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. They only down by 1 easily. They can make a comeback here. They proved to us in game number 1 that they're able to come back from a 3-point deficit as Guh showing up to equalize this ball game.
An absolutely crazy play coming out from Guh, and a beautiful pass coming out from Zap as well. Gonna beat 2 of the defenders in this 2-2 tie. I don't know how this one's gonna shake out, Psycho. Do you have any predictions out of your wise mind for me?
Nah, man, I sure don't. But you know what? I sure don't.
It makes sense.
But there we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Goodness.
I don't need a prediction when Guh's here because that man just shows up. He's gonna take the lead for Nebula.
You know, it is much colder in space, so Nebula really just taking it to Blizzard at this point. Gonna put it past him. A 3-2 lead now for this Nebula team. Really just staking their claims to this Blizzard team.
Yeah, they want it. They really want it. You can feel how bad they do not want to go home yet. They want a run at the playoffs, and this is their only shot at it. They have to win here tonight, otherwise they go home and their season's done. There's nothing that they can do until next season, so they definitely don't want to lose here. They're winning by 1 right now. It's a start, but they've got a whole half of game number 3 to go. Blizzard can start popping off literally at any second, so we're gonna have to be very careful and play smart Rocket League. As Ash is going to hit it towards the mid. Tox is there, but can't do too much with it. Zap taking possession in the backfield. Zap still with it, trying to find Ashes. He does, and Ashes is going to body that one through 2 defenders.
Can we just talk about the pass from Zap and the composure he had? He doesn't get too mechanical. He stays solid. He stays throughout the whole pass, gets 2 off of the ball, and just allows Ashes to really finish it. An absolute crazy play coming out from Zap and Ashes, and I have to say, I don't think we're seeing enough from Guh on this Nebula team. Correct me if I'm wrong, Psycho.
Oh, I mean, you know, the man, he's doing great. What can I say? But Zenbeast coming in there and getting a goal for Blizzard. Quite an awkward situation for looked like just about everybody, but it's going to turn around in the favor of Blizzard now, and they are only trailing by 1 with 2 minutes left on the clock. Still anybody's game at this point. And I mean, Guh's Guh. He's doing pretty good, I'd say. Gallium, but sure. I mean, he could probably be doing a little bit more, but I mean, look at Tox. When I pull up the scoreboard, I'm thinking, man, what's going on with Tox in this game? Is he just chilling back and letting his teams get up there and get a little bit of glory, or is he slowing things down a bit? Ash is gonna score that one and extend the lead for Nebula again by 2.
See, I wasn't necessarily just dunking on Guh there. I was just honestly mentioning how incredible both Ashes and Zap are playing right now. And honestly, this Ashes guy, he is just scoring every chance he can. And, this is really helping this Nebula team try to come back into this series.
Yeah, it certainly is. And it's also demonstrating for us, that Nebula's literally every player on Nebula has pop-off potential. In game number 1, Guh popped off. Game number 2, Zap was popping. Here we are in game number 3 with Ashes popping. You know, they weren't able to win game 1 or game 2, but they still played spectacular Rocket League. And, you know, they've got a little over 60 seconds, and that is a tough pill to swallow right there, as Zen Beast is going to creep ever closer to tying this game up again.
You know, I'm sure with the name change, he's really happy with us calling him Zen Beast. And honestly, I like calling him Zen Beast. That's exactly how you describe his playstyle. He's playing like an absolute beast right now. And with this 5-4 game, I'm really just looking to see how this one's going to turn out, Psycho.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Zen so far during this matchup. He's been playing so good. And to see him, I mean, ever since I've seen him playing, he's always been good to me. But, you know, he's one of those humble guys that always talked about how he wasn't, you know, one of the great ones. And he was just kind of, you know, there in the background or whatever. But to see him popping off and showing up, and to have watched how he's, you know, gotten better, even at that level, to go, you know, from Titan to just being a better Titan, has been a really, really cool thing to witness, to be honest with you, as Zen gets a final shot there, but Guh stayed calm on the defensive line, kept it down, and held down the win for Nebula there. Nebula going to stay alive for at least one more game.
And that one more game is really crucial. They just need to take it one game at a time, as we mentioned in the earlier games. And honestly, this win from Nebula wasn't all that dominant, and I think I need to see more dominance coming out from them and not one player really taking it over. I think I need to see the whole team start to formulate their touches and really get a dominant game coming out from all of them.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens moving here into game number 4. Like I was pointing out earlier, like with Tox, not that I'm taking shots at him, but maybe he was just, I don't know, he was just having a bad game, or maybe he was just hanging back and letting, you know, Zen Beast and Zenith get up in there and work their magic. Anything can happen, but I'm interested as we move into game 4. Are we going to see Tox go back to the way he was playing in game 1 and game 2, and just, you know, make Nebula pay for every little bitty mistake that they make Nebula fight for every inch of this reverse sweep?
Yeah, honestly, I think you have to make Nebula fight for it. And honestly, I think the question is whether or not they are going to fight for it is the question. And I think that's what at least is on my mind, if they are going to fight for it or not. But we'll have to see. Game 4 on Forbidden Temple. Psycho, I know you don't really like predicting these Titan games, but I'm just going to ask you who you think is going to take this game 1 or game 4, sorry.
Honestly, I got to go with Nebula here. We're on Forbidden Temple. I think that I know that they have what it takes to beat this roster, but I think that they want it. I think that they really, really want it. So I think that they're going to at least take game 4 here. I believe in their power to force the game 5. I can't say too much beyond that because, you know, Blizzard is a really tough opponent.
Yes, they are, and really just showing up here as Go. Oh my goodness, no way. Okay, sorry. Go is up with the ball, so I had to stop myself in my tracks there. But, you know, I will say, Blizzard is an incredible team. I think all 3 players complement each other very well. I think they just need to get back to their roots, just really stake their claims in the Nebula zone and get, honestly, something working out.
We'll see if they're able to do just that. As roughly a minute of gameplay has now gone by, we still sit 0-0. Both of these teams taking their time with finding the back of the net, trying to set up some plays, trying to think of, you know, good ways to get past these defenses. Both of these defenses just really, really strong. Both of these offenses also pretty strong. And these are the 9 and 10 seeds in our play-ins. I mean, if these guys are this good, imagine what the 1 and 2 seeds are looking like. As Tox gonna send that down. Guh doing what he can. Zap sends it away, gets the flip reset, but can't get it past Zenith. Guh's there, gets the double touch off the backboard. Ashes was there. Zenbeast to clear the ball out. Guh taking his time here. Zap gonna 50 with Tox. Guh gets control of the ball, gets it under Zenith, flicks past Zenbeast, and leaves it for Zap. Zap coming in and getting that goal. I'm not sure what was going on with the Blizzard defense on that one.
You know, I think it was just a miscommunication there. Zap just going to take this one, get a solid first touch, and you know, the defense isn't there. They took a little bit of a vacation, and that's all right. Some of us need a little bit of a vacation. I guess Blizzard needed one there. A 1-0 lead for Nebula. Let's see if this one sticks.
We shall see indeed. Nebula feeling themselves right now. As Zenith puts one on, Tox is going to finish that one out. Zap with a huge save on the goal line, but it just wasn't enough.
A little bit of an unfortunate situation going out. I think the touch right there from Zap really just unfortunate, and I think Ash is kind of panicked there. So unfortunate defense going out there, but what a shot and what recognition from Tox to just come in there and work his magic.
He's going to do that all day. A shot that close, you know, he's deadly accurate. He's going to hit it. Go with the last minute flip reset there, getting it past the defender in the midfield. Gets the demo on one. Ashes is up looking for the shot, but Zenbeast immediately there to block it. Zenbeast, look, oh my goodness, that almost worked out to be a great fake play from Zenbeast, but Go remains strong on the defensive goal line. And we still have a 1-1 game here as we enter the second half of game number 4. This series is starting to get tight here, Gallium. I mean, I think it's still anybody's game, to be honest with you. I don't think either of these sides have a clear-cut advantage at this point.
No, I completely agree. I don't think any of these rosters really have a chance as Shadow almost sneaks in there. But honestly, if there was a team to score next, it would be Nebula at this point. I feel like they're more hot as of recent, even though they got scored on last. I feel like they're that team to do it, and I am completely wrong as Zenith's going to put this one in the back of the net.
Blizzard coming in strong. Zenith takes control in the midfield, gets it past the last two defenders out of the corner. What a beautiful shot, slotting it in at 71 miles per hour. My goodness. Taking the lead for Blizzard with just under 2 minutes left on the clock. Go off the ceiling. Can't get it past the defense. Zenbeast's going to send it away. And Tox take it across the midline. Tox out of the corner, trying to pinch it with Zenith. It does pinch, but it goes high of the net. Ash is going to send that one all the way down. Zenith to pop it back at Nebula. Go pops it up, beats two of the Blizzard players to it, gets the flip reset, gets the double flip reset, still sticking with the ball. Ash is going to 50 with the defense as Blizzard tries to clear it out. Zenith with the flip reset, down to Tox, looking for the double touch. He finds it, but he can't get the angle. And a heartbreak for Blizzard right there, Gallium, as they had a chance to secure a 2-point cushion.
I'm so upset. Oh my goodness. 2 great opportunities for opposing teams, and none of them really sneaking in. So I'm really looking for, oh my goodness, we have a chance here. Zenith gonna give it to the midfield. Oh, it's in the net. Zenbeast gonna put it away for the 3-1 lead for Blizzard.
Zenbeast woke up this morning. He drank his pre-workout shake. My man hit the gym for 16 hours and then showed up to the game. He just put it through. Look at this man just doing work.
We go gym, Psycho. This is what it be. You know, Titan players, you know, they're pretty buff people. You know, their cars are buff. They really put the work in, and you know, we saw that there with Blizzard. And honestly, I'm really hoping for Nebula to at least make an attempt to come back here.
I mean, they certainly can. Under 30 seconds, it's going to be a tough one for them. But as we saw in game number 1, and as we are about to witness again, this Nebula roster is capable of making it happen.
Ashes, can we chill out a little bit here? But I mean, these shots that we're seeing from him, absolutely incredible. And with 20 seconds left, I guess I'm just gonna let you take it away with this one, Psycho, for the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, and this is a tight one here for Nebula. Will they be able to get it? Blizzard just has to play good defense and keep away. Guh, possibly having something here. Zenbeast to take it away from him. Into the corner, the final 3 seconds here. Go with the shot. It's going to go in. The second 0-second goal for Guh in the series. and we got an OT in game number 4. Nebula's not done.
I feel like I'm in an insane asylum. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm literally rocking back and forth. That is the second 0-second goal from Ga alone. This dude is putting the team on his back when it comes to crunch time.
My man. Oh, and Ga is just gonna finish it out off the kickoff. He doesn't care. He forces the game 5 for Nebula.
Okay.
Wow.
How insane would it be if Ga in the next game got another 0-second goal? I'm just painting the picture for everybody. It's just, Ga is just that player. He is that guy, and what poise you have to shoot it that high, that accurately, and off of that touch from his teammate, having 857 points, 2 goals, 2 assists, 3 saves, 4 shots. I mean, I can't talk enough about this guy.
Yeah, man just popped off. That's the second game, at least the second game that he's broke 800 points. I mean, Blizzard did a fantastic job. They all, put up MVP player of the week points. Zenith was 7 shots. That man was putting an onslaught on Nebula, but Nebula was just too strong in the defensive zone. I mean, Ga with 3, Zap with 2, and Ashes with 1. It shows a little bit of an inaccuracy there in Blizzard, but I mean, shoot. I don't even know, Gallium. I mean, Nebula's...
Darn, I don't... Psycho.
I'm so flabbergasted.
I'm just so confused why they had us cast this. Could they not pull like a Titan League player to cast this? This is just blowing my mind right now. And I think our reactions just tell everything that's happening. I mean, we're losing our minds right now. As I mentioned earlier, the Insane Asylum little reference, I literally am going to go insane if something else crazy happens. I mean, this is one heck of a series. And Game 5, Champions Field, Psycho, I'm not even going to ask for your prediction. I'm just going to give you mine, and then you can give yours. I think it is going to be Nebula taking this Game 5.
I think I got to agree with you here. I think I do. I honestly, really, I think it could go either way. I really do. But I've just seen a little bit more of the clutch gene in Nebula during the series than I have with Blizzard. You know what I mean? I just feel like they've really showed up at the exact times that it mattered, and everything just felt perfect. And I wasn't even in the lobby. I didn't realize that the game had already started, Gallium.
That's all right. We got a pretty interesting one to start off. I'll give you a little recap. They're just honestly going back and forth on the midfield. I mean, it's not really much happening right now. I think both these teams are really nervous, and it kind of shows.
Sounds like classic Nebula Blizzard right here, as we've had that happen in pretty much every game except for game number 1 where they just had a shootout. But since then, they usually get a good minute into the game before they start putting the goals in. And we have that exact thing going on here. Zenith trying to get the first goal. Zap taking control in his corner, taking it slow. Zenith taking control, but Ga getting up in time to make the save. Talks with the dunk. Ashes just doing everything that they can to get it away. And a huge demo from Zenbeast himself to open up the net.
Open it up. That is exactly what he just did, and just clearing it away, just on construction crew, taking him away from the play, and a 1-0 lead for this Blizzard team. I think for Nebula's sake, I don't think they hope it sticks.
Yeah, I'm sure that they don't, but we'll have to see. 3 minutes. Oh my goodness, Zap was slapping back almost immediately.
So Psycho, is this the clutch gene you were mentioning earlier? Because this is just, I think, a prime example. I mean, crunch time, it's just going to be Nebula every time. I feel like every time Blizzard scores, it's Nebula just like that with a response.
Yeah, they are ready, and I mean, they've already had to come back. One, they're looking at the reverse sweep right now, so they've had to overcome so many odds. In game number 1, they went down 3-0 to Blizzard, and they were able to make that comeback and send us into a 4-4 overtime, which they did lose, but still, They've proven time and time again that they are able to overcome the odds. So Blizzard really, really going to have to show us why they're the 3-time champions here if they want to beat Nebula. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock, we still have a tied ball game at number 1 Gallium. And I mean, it is, you've said it so many times, but I got to say it too. It's insane. This is actually blowing my mind right now.
No, and Ash is he's just gonna put it in the net. I'm not even surprised. Every time I start going on a tangent, Ashes just puts it in the back of the net. But are we surprised is the question, and no is the answer. Zap gonna give a beautiful pass out to Ashes and slotting it away. 2-1 for this Nebula team. We'll see if Blizzard can clap back.
The second half of game number 5 here on Champions Field, with Nebula leading by 1. As the ball gets hit by Zenbeast, trying to get it in front of the Nebula net. Zenith is there with it, looking for the double. Not going to be able to find it. Tox with the pinch, sending it across the midline, but it immediately gets sent back. And Tox trying to get the 50, but gets the bump instead. Zenith with the double off the side, and Zap to clear that one all the way back to Blizzard's half. Tox with the ball, trying to follow it, gets the demo on Guh, and he's going to follow it into Nebula's corner, past Zap, but Ashes is there immediately, sending that one away from his net. And Zenbeast not able to get the touch, and disaster strikes for Blizzard as they now go down by 2.
I mean, just crazy scenes we're seeing right now, especially from this Nebula team. I think they're a little fired up right now after that defensive mistake coming out from Blizzard. And you know, I don't want to seem like pessimistic and, just looking, at the glass half empty here, but I don't think Blizzard's really going to make a comeback if Nebula keeps playing the way that they're playing. And, that's just all I'm thinking right now, Psycho.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, and it's going to be crazy to see the 3-time champions get knocked out in the first round. That is something that we are not used to here at the Nemesis Gaming League. Blizzard has been the Titan team for feels like forever. Looks like they might be getting dethroned here by Nebula. As the ball gets sent to the mid, Ashes hits it over to Guh. Guh sending that one downfield. Still sticking with it. Gets it through Zenith in the corner. Gets it through Zenbeast, and Zap is there to capitalize. As it seems like Zenbeast isn't the only one that hit the gym this morning. Guh also did his fair share of reps.
There might be a needle involved because I think he has ice in his veins here, Psycho. No, nothing like that. He has ice in his veins. He's just really, I think they're just taking on the Blizzard. They're just cold in clutch time. I think if you swapped both the team names, oh my dude. Wow. I'm just, take it away, Psycho. Analyze that one.
A clip and a half as Zenith gets the flip reset. I guess he faked one of them, and then Guh just couldn't read the touch because, I mean, who would be able to read a touch like that? I'm sure he was thinking there's no way he's got that touch, but he did get it. And he put that one in it, though. Is it too little, too late? 40 seconds left on the clock, and Blizzard still down by 2, almost down by 3. Is Zap looking to pop off a little bit here in the remaining seconds of this amazing series. And Tox sending it backwards. Zenith is there. Zenith gets 50'd, but gets a demo on Ash. That looked really weird in my camera. Guh gonna take it away from the defense. Zenith to take it away from Guh. In the final 10 seconds here, looking pretty bleak for the Blizzard roster. Tox is up. Oh no, a dropped opportunity. That was what they needed to take it home, I think. But instead, Nebula gonna get that Game 5 W. Congratulations to them.
Huge W from Nebula. Really taking down a Blizzard squad and denying them the back. And if there was a team to deny them of that 4th title in a row, I think it would have to be Nebula, and they're a scary team to go up against. And I said this once before, but I'm gonna say this one again for the culture. It is much colder in space, Psycho.
It is much colder in space. That's true. And Nebula will be moving on to play on Saturday against Venganza. Blizzard will be going home. No chance for a four-time title for them. Unfortunate. Salute out to the Blizzard roster. They played a fantastic game. That was arguably one of the best series I've witnessed in Nemesis.
I think so too. And if this was an actual like playoff game and the bright lights at like I think 9:30, I think everybody would be freaking out right now. But unfortunately, it is getting a little late. It is 11:45 at night Eastern time. So I'm just this was just absolutely incredible play from both of these teams. And not to take anything away from Blizzard, they had a great season. I expect bigger things, bigger and better things in the future. And just congratulations again to this Nebula roster.
Most definitely. And ladies and gentlemen, that's wrapping us up for the night. For those of you who have stuck with us through the whole night, thank you so much. Your support is highly appreciated. And I would like to shout out a couple of people real quick, some premium members. And also, I'm not sure if Mr. Merely got a shout out for his resub 31 months. So a big shout out to him. But also the Nemesis premium subscribers and the novice Jeff Masters with the 3 times, Sub-Zero with the 3 times, Sandsbar with the double, and the Challenger League Chunk Light with the 4 times, and Nixoy, and then the Titans are Sodak with the 3 times, Krippus with the 3 times, Valance with the triple, Speed Demon with the double, and Owen, Big Owen, also a sponsor. Big shout out to everybody on that list, everybody who supports us here at the Nemesis Gaming League. We are signing off. We will be back Saturday night, I believe, around the same time. I think at 7 p.m. I will have to double check on that.
I think so. I think you're good.
Bet. Hope to see everybody there. Gallium, I appreciate you joining me here in the booth, man. It was always a pleasure.
No, Psycho, I really look up to you, so it's really great to be in the booth with you as always. And to everybody out there, thank you for again sticking with us so late. And I'm obviously excited for some Saturday night Rocket League.
Yeah, I am as well. It's going to be a great time. So we'll see y'all great folks Saturday.